This is Mike Fenn, and today we're going to cover the position report for February. This is the 7th position report of the 2021 crop year, and kind of consistent with most of these that we've done on the position report, logistics are going to be integral to kind of the performance. The shipments for the month of February were down 15%, domestic shipments were down 24%, and export shipments were down 11%. The domestic issue that we are starting to see prop up is almond sales domestically seem to be doing much better in a trail mix format. And that being said, trail mixes are made with a lot of other commodities that are imported. So just like we're having issues exporting, a lot of our buyers locally or domestically are having issues bringing products in to be able to make their trail mix blend. So I think that is somewhat hampering the domestic customers to be able to pool their contracts that they have on the books with the almond industry. And again, I don't think that that's the main issue or even the issue, but I think it's part of the issue that we haven't discussed before. Export shipments being down 11%, pretty much being driven by the Middle East and North Africa at this point in time. Western Europe was up 3% for the month. China was flat. India was up 2%. I think we would be remiss if we didn't talk about what kind of effects the conflict in Ukraine is having on our buyers as well as our growers. So I think everybody knows fuel has been going through the roof, predominantly because of this issue. But our buyers are also going to be faced with higher input costs because of where some of the products originate that they buy. So Russia and Ukraine are the world's largest producers of sunflower seed oil, and a lot of dried fruits and some nuts are covered with sunflower seed oil. So it's been quite scarce to be able to find it, and prices have been running like they have been on fuel. So I think our customers are really focused on risk mitigation and trying to find ways to be able to insulate themselves from higher input costs because of that issue. So not only is it higher input costs for our customers, but their currency has been devaluing. So the euro's been getting weak against the dollar, and the European Central Bank is talking about raising interest rates. So it's kind of an inopportune time for all of these things to be happening. So I would then go back to the ranch and say, fuel prices, everybody's feeling them at the pump. The farm is going to be no different. Kind of going back to some of the details in this position report, the industry is now 65% sold. That is going to be down about 8% from where we were this time last year. However, I think sales are going to continue to be good. Almonds are at a value today compared to other commodities. And I think that is representative in the sales that were made in February. There was 215 million pounds that were sold in the month of February. That's up from last year. And I think that's because almonds are a value, like I said earlier. I think going forward from here, we have a pretty tall task for the next month. That is going to be March, 266 million pounds shipped. Thus far, from what we're seeing, we are up on our shipments. But that can change at any point in time. So position report aside, we are now kind of post-bloom. Everything's basically leafing out, dropping its flowers. Some nuts seem to be breaking the jacket on some of the non-pro that we're looking at. I think generally people are a little bit mixed on their opinions of the bloom. In our area, we think that post-bloom looks really good. We are able to find some frost damage here in the Madera Chowchilla area, but probably not as dramatic as it will be in the north. I think there's people talking like the west side of Fresno County has a little bit of frost damage as well. But I think we'll cover that in another video maybe next week or the following week, trying to just keep people updated there. I think people are also going to be talking a lot about water. We haven't had any sort of major rainstorm in a while. We're now down below our average that we would have normally, and allocations are starting to come out at 0%. So I think it's going to be another tough water year for growers. Not only is fuel price and input prices going up, but the cost of water is going to be going up too, I'm sure. So a little bit of tough times ahead, but the almond industry usually finds a way out of it. So we remain optimistic. Thank you. This has been Mike.